guys, it's Grandma Cheep Cheep. I'm coming to you from my kitchen here in southern Colorado. On today's episode, I am going to make a fig and ham pizza. Earlier today, I made the fig preserves out of dried figs. I rehydrated them and put just a little sugar and orange zest and orange essence in them. You can refer back to the video prior to this one for that recipe. And the crust that I'm going to use was inspired from Lindsay Wells over at The Kitchen Witch 1. She has a charm channel, and a couple of months ago she was inspired by Ian Chin, and he's on the TheBakingChin channel, and he is hilarious. Do yourself a favor and go over to both of those channels. I'll have a link for them below in the description box. But I'm going to do this pizza crust. It has black pepper in it, and I think it will be perfect. As soon as she did the video, I thought about this recipe that I wanted to try. So here's the recipe. I'll have the ingredients below as well. I'm going to use Hungarian high altitude flour. I am in Colorado, and you know we're very high altitude, so whenever I do baking that I want to be pretty precise on, I use this high altitude flour. So let me just start that, and I'll need 3 cups. That's 2. And here's a 1/3. Okay, and 1 tablespoon of salt. Maybe that's a teaspoon. Sometimes you just can't see, and it is what it is. So 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon yeast. Now the yeast I'm using is Fleshman's pizza crust yeast. So it's different from the yeast that I would use for my, say, rolls or breads, any of my breads. So 1 teaspoon, and I'm going to make it a heaping teaspoon, and black pepper. I have my pepper mill here. That's going south. I don't know why it's okay. I want a lot of pepper in it, so what I'm going to do is to just get my pepper shaker. Give me a moment. You know Grandma Cheep Cheep. Never ready. But I'm so glad that you do know me and expect this from me. Oh my goodness, I can't imagine. Where's my pepper? I just cleaned off my spice rack, so I'll simply open another pepper meal. Okay. Because I did want the cracked black pepper. Okay, now, there we go. And this is pepper to taste. I like a lot of pepper. Okay, that's it. Now I'm going to take a spoon and stir this. That pepper smells so good. And make a well. And let's see, we'll add 1.5 cup of warm water, and yes, it's in here. Three tablespoons of olive oil, and I'll just eyeball this. And need about 1 minute, so I'm going to start to stir. Oh, this smells incredible. I think this is going to work. Let me put just a little bit more olive oil in here, which would probably just be 3. And instead of kneading, which is not my favorite thing to do, I'm going to put this in my stand mixer with the bread hook on it. And let it knead. Great. Okay. Now while that's kneading for me about a minute, I'm going to prepare my pizza stone. I have a pizza stone I've had for a while, and I like it. It's the Pampered Chef one. I'm just going to spray it with cooking spray. Liberally. I'm going to spread a little cornmeal, and I have yellow cornmeal. I like a pizza that has that cornmeal bottom on there. Just sprinkle it. And now my dough should be ready. Now with wet hands, because that's what Lindsay said. It's a hot day outside. With wet hands, I'm going to take out my pizza dough. Wet them again. And just spread my pizza dough across my stone. I can't get over how much this smells so good. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to I'm going to put some saran wrap over top of this, set it aside for about 30-45 minutes to let it rise. and then I'll be back with you, okay? Alright, thanks so much, guys. Hi guys. It's now been actually about 45 minutes, 50 minutes since I put my pizza crust down, and it's looking good. It has risen, and actually I was glued to the TV with that massacre. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my fig jam that I made earlier in the day and spread that across my pizza crust. I have my stove set at 350. Wow, I might have to make more fig jam. Both me and Mr. love figs. He's from New York, and you can get a lot of foods that you wouldn't ordinarily get in the West or West Coast, and I would imagine California had figs. And Redberry Chick just wrote me, and she has figs in her yard. That should be great. Okay, I'm just going to use the rest of that and make me some more fig jam. There is no sense in keeping that little bit. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put over the jam this pepper jack. See the pepper jack cheese. It has green jalapeno and red jalapeno. Also for the Lindsay Wells, the Kitchen Witch, it has Philadelphia cream cheese in this cheese as well. So that should be good. Lindsay uses a lot of Philadelphia cream cheese. If I'm not mistaken, she won a Real Women of Philadelphia contest last year. Yeah, because she redid her kitchen, which is my dream. If I don't win, I'm going to do something like that anyway. You got my creative juices flowing there. I think I could do it by myself if I don't win. So, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to the Real Women of Philadelphia video that I did maybe last week. Okay, so I've generously spread the cheese, and now I'm going to just put ham on top of that. I had bought some shredded ham. I wanted it very thin so it can crisp up like bacon. And of course, Mr. made a ham sandwich the other day. Now mind you, I have two kinds of ham in the refrigerator. So, you know Murphy's Law, the one that you want him to make a sandwich out is the one that he doesn't. And this was Black Forest ham. Sorry. Okay, so I will show you the results of my pizza after it is done in the way of a just a photograph. But I've been wanting to try this pizza dough recipe for ever since I saw Lindsay do it. So Lindsay, thank you for inspiring me to go ahead and make this fig and ham pizza. Thanks so much for joining me, you guys. Subscribe, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up. I love you so much. Thanks again. Goodbye now.